the lives written by the entire sector are written by us, which means it's about 4.3 crore lives. LIC is about 30%. And the next private player, I don't name competition, but would be far less than half of us. So this is our regular bread and butter segment, if I can say customer segment. But last year I'd say we had a huge transformation, largely led by Manish and his team, which is on the agency side, where we added the mass affluent segment of customers. The difference that did to us was that a company which has largely been more tier 2, tier 3 focused that we have been, moved to tier 1 significantly. And you'll see Amit, who's sipping some coffee there, is the person who led, for example, Bombay and large metros. And I'll give the mic to Manish to tell you how we segmented the sector a little later, segmented the markets and how would we approach the location strategy. But fundamentally, we added another layer of customers to our entire strategy, and we'll continue to be adding more and more there. And that gave us a significant uplift in our regular premium. We did have, therefore, a growth of about 38 to 39%, largely led by the agency distribution in the metros. There was a huge shift from our core base. Our core base has been a lot of group business. So I was telling somebody that we write about 3,000 crores of group business every year. And group is a very efficient way to reach in the mass markets. So last year we not just wrote that, but we also wrote a lot of regular premium ULIP in the metros. And I think that's a story which will play out in the next few years. Currently our focus has been in building a robust customer-centric agency, which is what is happening. In times to come, you'll see us adding more channels as well. Manish, would you like to talk about the location strategy?
Like what Tarun said, the agency transformation core pillar was to move from being distribution-centric to customer-centric. And the moment you say that I want to be customer-centric, the country that we are in is not one India. There are many Indias within the country. In fact, if you look at Bombay itself, there will be many Bombays within Bombay, based on the customer segments that you have. So the moment we said that we want to be a customer-centric agency, it straight away merited that we cannot run agency like one agency. We have to run multiple agencies across the country. And therefore, because the needs of the customer in, say, a Bombay is very different from, say, what can be there in Bihar. I'm not saying that in Bihar nobody will have the same needs as in Bombay. But at the same time, the customer primarily behaves very differently in a city like a Bombay versus what will behave in a tier 2 town or a tier 3 town. And therefore, based on this, we said that we'll have we identified 6 metros to begin with. Now we've added another 11 more big towns to that. So we said that all these 6 metros, the customer needs and requirements are far different from the rest of the country. And then we club all of them together. And therefore, if the customer needs are different, what kind of agents that we want to get into that market, what kind of products we like to push into that market, we created all that very different for those markets, and we branded that together as a focus market, which, like Tarun pointed out, is run by Amit. The second set of geographical distribution, if I look at it, was the markets where the potential is very, very high, but BALIC also, because of historic reasons, has been doing very, very well. These are mostly cities like in the states like Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Northeast, in Gujarat, in Maharashtra as well, apart from Bombay and Pune. So we clubbed all them together because the needs there in terms of distribution builder, if you look at from agency point of view, or even from the customer point of view, what kind of products they like to buy. Will this be more ULIP? Will this be more traditional? We clubbed them together. And the third category of towns that we put together were these are emerging towns across the country, because there are growth rates which are very, very different in these towns. At the same time, there is a huge potential in these towns, but BALIC, also because of historic reasons, has been doing very, very well. These are mostly cities like Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Northeast, in Gujarat, in Maharashtra as well, apart from Bombay and Pune. So we clubbed them all them together because the needs there in terms of distribution builder, if you look at from agency point of view, or even from the customer point of view, what kind of products they like to buy. Will this be more ULIP? Will this be more traditional? We clubbed them together. And the third But not only us, but even the other competition was scarcely present in these locations. So we clubbed all of them together and branded them together as emerging towns. And there the whole thrust was to educate customers, to build up a distribution who can actually go and approach these customers. So as far as customer centricity is concerned, if I go back, we divided the whole agency channel into three broad segments. One was focus, which is looking at customer needs and requirements in top cities, followed by focus, which was most of the other cities, and emerging, which are the upcoming towns where penetration is low, but there is a lot of work that we can do as in these towns is concerned. And if you look at a year later, actually it's given us good results. Last year when we finished the financial year, our agency saw substantial growth. We grew something like 40% as far as individual rated business is concerned. I think that will be one of the higher numbers in the industry. And even this year, if you look at the first 2 months, the numbers are even better.
So the other thing we did was, I joined the company about a couple of months back now. One thing I noticed was the penchant to have either the best, in worst case the second best product in every segment that we intend to be. So Sai leads the product piece. He's an actuary by profession. I'll just ask maybe Sai to talk about how this product, which is unit link, everybody, and when I entered Bajaj, I thought, what special would we have done on unit link? But he's been able to actually construct it very smartly in terms of encouraging discipline and rewarding discipline to invest for the long term. There's a problem a few years back, 5 years back, that struck the life insurance sector, that everybody was selling only short term. And we're also transitioning. It's not that we've yet registered a very high persistency, but we are moving there. And this products like this are particularly useful. There's also an element on the talk of town disease, which is cancer, on a ULIP product, which was not possible, I thought, but I think it's been very nicely done. And while he kind of finishes off, the second big piece for us in the entire unit link strategy and a core competence of the company is our investment management strategy. And that gentleman is sitting on my right, who leads it, Sampath. Sampath's a very popular face on CNBC, or let's say competition as well, I know, but pretty popular face in the investment management circuit. And sitting in Pune is not disturbed by those givers of tips and ideas, and he's been doing his fundamental analysis. And a lot of our funds, you'll see, are 5-star rated. So what happens is, with size, intellect, and the way we've been able to design the product, and with the very strong fundamental based investment management, I think we bring in a very good proposition to the market in a standard ULIP segment. Sai?
As Tarun mentioned, one of the primary objectives of this product is to encourage long-term disciplined investment from the customer. So what we have done is, we have like 2 features in this product. Starting from 10th year, every 5th year, we give loyalty additions for those customers who have paid their premiums regularly. And that is a significant amount. And also on maturity, if all premiums are paid and policy reaches maturity, then there is a fund booster. So again, a certain percentage, it depends on the term and the premium payment term. A fund booster is added. So these two are basically to encourage customer, because the main issue of the industry is persistency, and hence customer also is is not making the intended money that he is supposed to make from the product. And this product should help that. And the other feature is cancer. There are 2 variants in this product. The second variant has cancer benefit. Again, usually the customer is making an investment decision in this product, but simultaneously he can also choose a cancer benefit, which is an accelerated benefit, and cancer is one of the major threats in today's world, and hence he can club the investment decision along with protection in this product.
Okay, so he's spoken like an actuary. Let me explain from a customer perspective. See, the way we've done is that there's flexibility in this product that you may just invest for the first 5 terms and just 5 years and then just stay in the product. If you stay and you don't want to invest any further, but you stay till the end of the term, you could get a pretty high level of addition. Now we add fund addition, about 90% of the first premium is added back to your fund by the company, by us, just rewarding your staying long. And suppose you were not even investing any further because you said, look, I will pay for so long, but I'll stay long enough. The other is if you really want to continue, and we would like to focus that you do want to keep investing long enough as well. And after 5 years, you feel that, look, I have the capability of investing long enough. At that time, if you just continue paying till the premium term that you've chosen, again, we give you a fund booster. We again add more to your units, and we give you a higher return therefore. This kind of a stuff has not been there in this sector. How does it help the customer? It helps the customer seeing that there is more to come to his kitty without him or her paying for it, which is coming from us really, and is rewarding discipline of the staying invested. And the second bit is rewarding him not just in staying invested, but even investing any further, so that they don't land up frittering money away in the regular things that tend to divert us from being financially disciplined. So these are the two elements which are very unique. I'm hearing a lot of buzz from the competition that they really like this, and that's the best way to figure out how good your product is. You never know till it's launched, how it's taken. So lots of people are reacting positively on this bit. The growth's been pretty high, right? Like last 2 months on this. We launched the product only about 6th. We launched. First 15 days we've collected 50 crores, which is not a small sum. And this is 50 crores which is committed for 5 years or longer, so just multiplied by 5 or 10. That's the number that we intend. So, and this is just 15 days back, and we're doing a press conference only now, right? So this is really the formal launch, if you will. The other element that he talked about was the cancer benefit. So the cancer benefit is also unique. Now, just to give you an example, if somebody was, if you could choose a plain vanilla non-cancer variant, there is no issue there. You're not bothered about that disease. You have your own ways of covering it some other way, no issues. You're just looking at this as long-term saving with protection, basic protection, that is available. But if you wanted to enhance protection, which is you want to go for a cancer-based offering, and I think it will particularly do well in the women segment there, is if you had paid 2 premiums and you discover you've got cancer, what we would do is we would, and you've chosen a 15-year term, we would actually, for the next 13 years, we will not ask, we'll waive that premium for you. And we would give you all the maturity, the sum assured that you've taken upfront, and for the next 13 years, pay you the premium that you committed. You get that? So it's regular income for the next 13 years, the premium paying term you chose, and it's also all the sum assured is paid as soon as you are discovered cancer. So that's a big difference from what you otherwise see. And what was potentially a plain vanilla ULIP product suddenly gets to be a little bit more involving from a customer. The entire thing about packaging, saving, and risk comes alive with this. So these are some of the product differentiation. The third, of course, the last one is it's an ethical fund. And Sampath.
Thank you, Tarun. And Tarun spoke about the cancer aspect of this particular product. I mean, if you're coming out with a product where we are covering the cancer risks, think about it. How best we can address this by investing in the customer's money. All of you know that ITC is one of the largest market cap company, and in terms of market weight, benchmark weight, it's 6-7%, which is probably second highest in terms of weight wise. If you are on the one hand, you are targeting to the customers, which you are protecting, covering cancer, and on the other hand, you can't go and invest customers' money in the companies like the tobacco. To address this, some of these aspects, we have come out with a ethical fund. Along with this product, we have come up with an NFO of this ethical fund, wherein we do not invest in the tobacco, alcohol, and gambling kind of sectors. We thought it's a right thing to do, from an investment perspective, and also from the customer's perspective as well, from a social aspect as well. But at the same time, I must tell you that this is not compromising the investors' return expectations. If you look back, our own fund, where we have been managing on this concept, Pure Stock Fund 1, that has got a very good track record. It has been rated by the Morningstar at the 5-star consistently for the long period of time. We've been generating the returns of over 15% per annum, beating the benchmarks Nifty with a weight like even if ITC is there in that. So without compromising the investors' return expectations, we've chosen to be ethical in this investment practice. At least it attracts some decent amount of customers who are willing to save money through this way. So that's the uniqueness of this particular product. Globally also we have seen some of the funds, pension funds, they've been restricting themselves towards investing, let's say, in a defense sector, for instance, or or fossil fuel based companies. We have not yet gone to that level, but certainly, in this product we have been addressing some of these issues, like by avoiding sectors like this. In addition to that, we've been, if I were to talk a little bit about our philosophy, as Tarun mentioned, that we've been away from Bombay and not really subject to the day-to-day issues of the market or the gossips of the market. We've been, as our customers are unlike other industry like mutual fund, etc. Our customers are committing to save with us for a minimum of 5 years. If a customer buys a product today, he will be there for a 5-year period. So as to align with the customer's expectations, we have been managing the funds with a long-term orientation, so backed by thorough research. That is what is actually helping us in terms of generating a superior returns for our customers.
Well, that's if you see the Morningstar ratings. Normally life insurance companies don't talk about it, but Morningstar's looked at us for sure, and the ratings for equity funds are pretty high.